Have you ever been to a medium before?
I never have.
Oh, okay, so this is
never have.
exciting. This is exciting. So what I always do is give a little speech on how I read someone and my wish for you over these next few moments.
Thank you.
First of all, I believe that each and every one of us have the amazing ability to connect with our own departed loved ones. I have the ability to connect with everyone's.
And can I ask, like, are dead people interested in us and interested in living people?
They're interested in us living a life the way that God intended, full of happiness and joy. Your, I don't know, your mom is very funny. She's going, you have children?
I do, yes.
She goes, do you believe how big the kids got? Oh my gosh. She has the most beautiful skin.
She does.
Like she literally looks like a porcelain doll.
Yeah, yeah.
And her hair is all done. She's so beautiful. And she says, please tell my daughter this is how I need her to remember me.
My mom was from Chicago. She was an only child. She was a very doted on only child. So very confident, very opinionated, very vivacious and strong-willed. I feel like I'm very like her. I mean, you know, very much a career person, but very devoted to myself as a parent.
Your mom just told me that my daughter dropped everything to be with me. She says, so know that I knew that you were there and I want to thank you.
I feel like I spent a lot of time managing my mother's illness and managing all the doctors and schedule, you know, all that stuff, but that I didn't have enough time or emotional space, whatever, left over to just be there with my mom. Because of course, all those things needed to be attended to, but also what my mom really just wanted was just to be with her. That was, for me, hard. That was in short supply. And I really would love to believe that she felt that way.
Is your dad departed?
He is departed.
Okay. He looked at me and he goes, yeah, I'm over here a long time. He goes, it's been a long time.
Since '98.
Oh, okay.
He was a smoker and he had emphysema.
So I just recently watched the unheard tapes of Marilyn Monroe. So I saw that, and then they kept showing me, like, Martin Luther King, or sometimes they show me Elvis sometimes with that.
My father was a journalist, and so I got a lot of his old tapes of his interviews.
Oh, wow, that's remarkable.
Yeah.
He says that you were pondering or thinking, like, what do I do with this? Should I, you know?
Right, it's true, I've been thinking that, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So just the fact that you have it and that you would even consider or think about or wanting to
or
know.
listen to it, yeah.
Right. He goes, it means the world to me.
My dad was a radio journalist, and I have his tapes from WRVR, which was the public radio station where he worked, of interviews that my dad did on the March on Washington, where Martin Luther King made the I Have a Dream speech, that never got actually edited and compiled into a program because my dad left the station. I was curious, you know, about who might come and talk to me today, and I wondered if my dad had any you know, any thoughts for his sons that he left, his sons, his first family that he left in Texas. So you know.
So you have to understand, when a soul passes, they have to relive their life through our eyes to feel what it was like for us, and that the soul learned the lessons of any regrets that they had, or if they see how things could have been different or should have been different.
Right.
He says, and the way that you have kept the family together, he says, I want to thank you for that.
My dad was a very, very bright guy, but a guy with a lot of demons. I think he was bipolar. He was not diagnosed, but I mean, really serious. And so he left his first family, and he didn't mean to abandon them, but he eventually ended up abandoning them. And so my brothers understandably had all this pain and anger about my dad and what he did. And a very big thing that she said that I thought was very important and powerful and hopeful, that he was really grateful to me for bringing the family together. But if there was one thing I was sort of hoping to hear today, or, you know, it was like that my dad and regrets that he might have about how he abandoned my brothers.